Aloha kako and welcome back to Piko Moments. Today we explore the value of ho'ihi. Repeat after me, ho'ihi, or respect, a foundational value in Hawaiian culture that reminds us to honor the dignity of ourselves, others, and the spaces we share. Now let's begin with a moment of quiet reflection. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Now as you center yourself, ask, how do I show respect in my daily life? Perhaps it's in the words you use, the tone of your voice, the care you give to loved ones, or the way you greet the day itself. In Hawaiian culture, ho'ihi is a guiding principle that weaves throughout every aspect of life. It shapes how we interact with the aina, the land, how we acknowledge our ancestors, our kupuna, and how we care for each other. When we remove our slippers before entering a home, we share respect for that space. When we speak softly and listen intently to an elder, we show respect for their wisdom. These seemingly small actions carry profound meaning. Think for a moment about a time you felt deeply respected. Maybe a friend truly listened to your thoughts without judgment, or a family member acknowledged your efforts with genuine gratitude. That feeling of being valued can strengthen bonds and uplift our spirits, build up our mana. The power of ho'ihi lies in its ability to affirm each person's worth. We always say at the Ku Project, lava kupono oi, you are enough. One special aspect of ho'ihi is how it bridges generations. For elders, our kupuna, respect often takes the form of listening, learning, and honoring their life experiences. They've walked a path filled with lessons, stories, and cultural knowledge. By paying attention, asking questions, and expressing gratitude, we uphold that heritage. In turn, keiki benefit from seeing how respect is modeled by their parents and older relatives. When kids observe adults listening actively, keeping their word, and treating others kindly, they learn that respect is something lived, not just spoken. This creates a cycle of ho'ihi that endures across time, ensuring that values and traditions remain vibrant. Of course, we can't talk about ho'ihi without mentioning respect for the aina, the land. In Hawaiian culture, the land is considered an ancestor, our kupuna, a provider, and a living being that deserves our care. So when we pick up trash at the beach or avoid overharvesting resources, we're practicing respect, not just for nature itself, but for future generations who will rely on it. Now, how does ho'ihi show up in your house? Perhaps it's setting a respectful tone in family discussions, making sure everyone gets a turn to speak, or it might be taking responsibility for household tasks, showing respect for shared spaces. Even something as simple as saying please and thank you with genuine intention can deepen the atmosphere of respect. It's also important to remember that respect can involve boundaries. For instance, acknowledging a teenager's need for personal space or understanding when a parent needs quiet time can prevent conflicts and foster healthy pilina relationships. So take a moment, either on your own or together as a family, to reflect on these questions. When do I feel most respected by others? How do I show respect to people who think or act differently than I do? Is there a situation in our family right now that could benefit from a little bit more ho'ihi? Consider sharing your answers with your loved ones. Open dialogue about respect can illuminate ways to support each other better. This week, let's try a two-part Piko practice focused on ho'ihi. First part is to create a ho'ihi jar. I'm sure a lot of us have a mason jar or any kind of jar laying around the house, but take that jar and place it in a common area of your home. Whenever someone witnesses an act of respect, like someone listening patiently, offering a helping hand, or cleaning up after themselves, write it down on a small piece of paper and drop it in the jar. And at the end of the week, Gather together, read each note aloud, and celebrate the efforts made to foster ho'ihi. The next part of this Piko practice is to set a family respect intention. As a group, come up with one guiding statement or intention about respect for the week, such as we will listen without interrupting, or we will speak kindly and avoid negative tones. Write this intention on a piece of paper or a small chalkboard and place it somewhere visible. Each day, pause to check in. Are we honoring our intention? How can we do better tomorrow? These practices encourage everyone to notice and nurture moments of respect, ho'ihi, turning ho'ihi from an abstract idea into a daily habit. I just want to say mahalo nui loa for joining me in exploring the power of ho'ihi. Respect transcends words and actions. It's an energy that reminds us all of our inherent worth and the importance of caring for one another. By practicing respect in our families and our communities, we create a ripple effect that can reach beyond our homes, fostering greater harmony, lokahi, in the world. Next week, our topic will be around being mindful of your mana account. So until we meet again, that's Paukapapa, aloha, and auiho. This podcast is created and produced by the Coup Project, the platform dedicated to helping you stand taller, feel grounded, and create meaningful connections in your life. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Piko Moments and tag us listening to the podcast or participating in any Piko practices using hashtag Piko Moments. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and make sure to share it with your ohana and friends. Mahalo and keep it cool.